It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Thomas, 41.
Okay, you ready, Bob?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dothan Civic Center for the inaugural Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. This evening's second round game is between the Graceville Tigers and the Houston County Lions.
Hello and welcome to the Dothan Civic Center. It's second round action in the Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. Tonight we're going to see a matchup between Houston County and Graceville as they have advanced to the next round. So we're going to go and quickly get the introduction of tonight's players. We missed the first player.
For Houston County at guard, number 1, Andre Jordan. For Graceville at guard, number 3, Willie Kirkland. For Houston County at guard, number 3, Dominique Pledger. At forward for Graceville, number 11, Keon Snail. At guard for Houston County, number 12, Desmond Green. At forward for Graceville, number 43, Terrence White. At forward for Houston County, number 22, Tristan Henderson. At center for Graceville, number 51, Tissy Robinson. At forward for Houston County, number 32, Edmund Robinson. The officials for tonight's game, Sam Weeks, Kim Ray, Johnny McKinney.
All right, there you have it, the introduction of the starters of tonight's game between the Houston County Lions and the Tigers from Graceville High School. So it'll be the battle of the beast tonight with the Tigers and the Lions going at it. Mitt, we got to see Houston County play the other night, and they won fairly handily over New Brockton, winning 80-46. But they may have their hands full with Graceville here tonight.
I think you're right, Bobby. Graceville is led by number 3, Willie Kirkland, and he had 37 points last night. I've read in the paper a couple of times he scored 45 in one game, 48 in another. So you can look for an explosive performance by Kirkland. Well, by the way, he has the same last name I have.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. We'll have to check with him after the game, see if y'all are any distant. Since you were such a high-scoring ball player back in what, 1930, 40?
And the tip goes to Houston County, and number 32 takes it right to the basket and scored, Edward Robinson.
2-point basket, full court press. But Graceville is able to work through it and driving toward the basket. And Lay puts in his two-pointer is number 3, Willie Kirkland.
Bobby, I tell you what, we're about ready to rumble in the jungle tonight. These Lions and Tigers are going at it.
I think you may be right.
Good spin move that time.
From number 22, Henderson.
You know, that press really gave
and a turnover. That's turnover number 1. against Graceville.
Last night in the game, Bobby, that Houston County press really gave New Brockton a lot of trouble, and that was the big reason they were able to go up early in the game. But Graceville seemed to be handling it a little better.
All right, Willie Kirkland gets the first foul of the night. So Houston County will bring it in, slow the pace down just a bit here, 7-14. It's a 4-2 lead with the home team with the advantage, and that's Houston County.
Boy, good reverse move under the basket by Henderson.
All right, Graceville brings it down to their end. Wide open to the basket is number 3, and it's going to not fall for him, and he's going to be.
Did they call a foul on him, Travel?
No, they just called him for travel.
Okay.
So turnover number 2 for Graceville.
So that press is causing Graceville some trouble, too.
Travel. Number 3 travels. So turnover for Houston County. 6:44. It's a 6-2 lead with the Lions on top of it, continuing their efforts at a full court press. And Graceville just drives toward the basket and can't put that one in either. But it's going to go off of number 11 for Graceville, Keon Snell. And I guess that's turnover number 3.
Score 6-2, 6:31 left in the first, the opening minutes of the first quarter.
So the Lions deliberately slow the pace down on this trip down the court. Just slowly looking for something on the inside. The lane is closed, and he's hit for traveling.
So that's 2 consecutive traveling calls and 2 consecutive turnovers by the Lions of Houston County High School. And we're going to see if Graceville can take advantage of the turnover. They haven't been able to so far. That line pressure is something else, Bobby.
It sure is. That press just keeps them on their toes. Graceville does get it across the midcourt stripe.
You know, in that previous game, they kept it on the whole entire game. Number 43 was that one, 4-3. That was Terrence White.
Terrence White drains a 3. 6-5, and Graceville gets the turnover this time. Number 3 to the basket.
Kirkland, coast to coast.
Number 3, Willie Kirkland.
So Graceville's got the lead, 7-6. Inside to 32 for an easy turnaround jumper. Robinson puts in 2 more.
That was a nice turn move by Robinson for the basket for Houston County. And another turnover.
That press is really working on Graceville at this point, but they've been able to hang in there with Houston County thus far. They lead by 1.
Bobby, what I've noticed so far in the game, both teams have a lot of speed, and they are showing it too.
Yes, they both get down the court pretty quickly. And there's a shot from the corner from number 32, Robinson.
That's his 6th point of the game, so it's an 11-7.
So that was a 3.
A 3, okay.
Number 3 puts it in again. Kirkland, that's 6 for him.
They are up and down that court so fast.
Another 3 for 32.
32 has come down with 2 threes in a row. I'll tell you what, Edward Robinson came to play tonight.
And we're going to get a foul called on number 12 for Houston County. That's Desmond Green.
Bobby, I think we're going to have a shootout tonight between number 3 Kirkland and number 32 Edward Robinson. And I'm not going to say who's going to win this one.
Well, right now it's 7-6 with
well, actually,
Robinson.
No. Robinson has 10 points. He's got 2 twos and 2 threes.
Yes, he does. You're right.
10-6 right now. Traveling call that time.
So turnover by Houston County on this particular series. So
that time Pledger got to go and his feet wouldn't stop it. He had picked up his dribble, so they called him for traveling. So the ball will go back to Graceville.
Graceville on the attack, goes to 51 and back out to the top of key to Laster number 2.
And they definitely going to try to get the ball in Kirkland's hand.
Yeah, Graceville just continuing to work it around the key, looking for something that might take it to the inside. And it falls away, and a whistle is going to be called. So Houston County's Pledger draws the foul. So that's the second team foul for Houston County, and Graceville only one thus far. From the corner, number 43, he shoots an air ball, and alert play. Kirkland gets it and shoots and misses, and the Lions come up with a big rebound on that one.
That was a good, strong rebound by Tristan Henderson, and he brings it down court. That's Pledger bringing it back down and putting it in.
So Pledger gets in on the scoring with 2. It's 16-9, Houston County on top.
I tell you what, Bobby, that press really wears on the offense because they've got to work for every move they make.
Had an easy shot under the basket, but unable to do anything with it.
Foul is going to be called on Desmond Green. That's going to be his second.
Foul number 12, Desmond Green, the third team foul.
So the third team foul committed. 3:22 remaining. 16-9 is our total with the Lions over the Tigers. Graceville working around, trying to go inside to Kirkland, and could not come up with it. Fast break by the Lions. Number 1, Bullock.
That was Andrew Jordan on the fast break, and that time Houston County High did a wonderful job of getting that ball and getting it out to the open man. Going down court, he lays it up for the basket, and it puts Houston County up 18-9 with 3:07 left in the first period.
So kind of capping the scoring, first of all, for Graceville thus far, Kirkland with 6 points, Terrence White with 6. So that comes up to 12 minutes. So we've missed something with Graceville. And
let's see, I have 9 points for
9?
Graceville. Kirkland has 6, and Terrence White has a 3-pointer. And on the other side, Robinson has 10 points, Henderson 4 points, Pleasure 2, and Jordan 2.
Okay. I'd inadvertently given one of Robinson's 3s to White.
Good drive down the lane, missed, put back, no good. Strong rebound and put back. That was by number 51.
Tissy Robinson puts in a 2. So the Lions turn it over. Graceville will get the ball back as they trail 18-11 or 11-18. Still that full court pressure, but they're able to get it in. 15 drives the basket hard, and 51 gets a rebound, shoots no good, and a whistle is called as Tissy Robinson comes to the line. And that goes against Jordan. That's the 4th team foul.
By that time, Darnell Lester would have been better off with just bringing the ball back out. He tried to force the shot in there, and it was a bad shot. But the foul at the line is number 51, Tissy Robinson.
Okay, Robinson set to shoot the first of 2. It's in the air, and it's off the mark. They call it an air ball. He just barely brushed the net. Robinson shoots his second one. It's a little bit strong, so he misses both.
Rebound goes to Andre Jordan. He sets it up for And a three by number 24, Andrew Bolden, the 8th grader, who had a bunch of threes last night, Bobby. He had a total of 17 points last night from an 8th grader.
21-11. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Lions.
Kirkland under the basket. He misses, rebound, and the ball is going to, they call a foul on Keon Snell.
So Keon Snell picks up the foul. 2:11 remaining in the first period. The score remains the same, 21-11. It's Houston County over Graceville.
And Bobby, if you have to talk about what's made the difference in this game, I will have to say defense. The defense, the full court press of the Houston County High School Lions have made a big difference in this game, as it did in the previous game.
Well, you know, I'm sure these guys don't have any problem going to sleep at night because running them down this court, with full court press throughout the game really will wear and tear on the body.
Good strong move and put back that time by Edward Robinson. And Robinson has scored 12 points here in the first period, and we have 1:49 left.
Foul number 15, Darnell Lester.
Okay.
Lester's first foul. And it's a 3-point play. So that's 13 points in the first period for Edward Robinson.
All right, 11 for Graceville, all the way coast to coast, puts it in for 2. That's Keon Snell.
And Graceville needed that one, Bobby.
24 shoots a 3, and it's off the mark. Graceville comes up with the rebound. So they get it quickly down on there into the court. 1:25 left in the first. To the basket, misses, was number 3. That was Kirkland. And they missed a great opportunity scoring on that. And
that's going to be, he traveled that time. So it's an 11-point lead, 24-13, 1:14 left in the first period. The Lions of Houston County leading the Tigers of Graceville.
1:14, here's the toss in for Graceville, and the Lions have released their full court pressure here in the late going of the first period. But they pick up a turnover as 32 was there. For Houston County. Robinson in the lane to pick up that loose ball.
Robinson's been all over the floor here in the first period. He scored 13 points, got numerous rebounds, and he had a steal on that play.
Tried to go into Montavious Collins, and Graceville gets it back. Number 2 shoots off the backboard. Nice move from Lester for Graceville.
That was a nice bank shot by Lester off the glass.
30 seconds left and a foul.
And he comes down and fouls his first.
Foul on number 2, J.J. Lester. 14th foul.
So Lions will toss it in. 9-point lead. They come out to set up the attack here for probably one shot before the end of the period.
Ball out in the fast break. Number 2 again, Lester. So it's a 7-point lead, 24-17. Final seconds of the first period. And
the shot was just a grunt late.
I think he lost track of time, because the clock was winding down, and he didn't get a shot off before the end of the period.
So that's going to bring us to the end of one period of play. The score is the Houston County Lions 24, the Graceville Tigers 17. We'll be back with more action from the Dothan Civic Center on this local origination channel timeout. Where we are set to start with the second period of play. It's a 7-point lead for Houston County as the full court press has really worked on Graceville in this first, as they were down, I believe, 11 or 12 points at one time, and they fought back to a 7-point deficit as we start the second period.
Bobby, they've got to find a way to break that press and stop committing so many turnovers, because that's going to be a charging foul on Kirkland, and that's going to be his second foul. They've got to do a better job of breaking the press, because it's really bothering them. It really is. And but you got to give Houston County credit. They've done an excellent job on defense, and we've got to talk about Edward Robinson. He has 13 points in the first period.
So Kirkland takes a seat. Number 25 comes in the game, Josh Jackson. Houston County with the ball. Gives it to the 8th grader, who's made a three tonight. Knocked away by Graceville's 51, Tissy Robinson. So it'll stay on the Lions' end of the court. Lions drives toward the basket. Number 32, it rolls away, and 3 comes up with it for Houston County, Pledger. And he drives the basket, shoots off the backboard, no good. 44 shoots, and it's blocked by 51, but he caught his arm at the same time. So Robinson picks up his first. That's team foul number 6 against Graceville. So almost the whole period that the Lions could be in a bonus situation. At the line for Houston County is number 44, Collins, puts it in for his first point of the night. Got another coming. It's up, and he gets the roll, and it's another point for Montavious Collins.
Bobby, I'll tell you, Houston County has looked very impressive in this tournament. They really have, and so far of the teams I've seen, they are the best looking team.
And the basket's going to count as number 22 gets a steal. Tristan Henderson for 2, and he'll come to the line to finish off a possible 3-point play. That's Lester's second foul.
17 foul.
He gets the roll, and it falls in good for him.
It's a 3-point play, 29-17, 7 minutes left in the second. Drive to the basket that time by number 2, J.J. Lassiter. He's fouled, so he's going to be going to the line to shoot 2. He has 4 points in the game so far.
Foul number 22, Tristan Henderson.
Henderson picks up his first, and that's team foul number 5. For Graceville will be J.J. Laster with 4 points on the night. Laster's attempt is up. Nice arch. It hit the rim several times, but just would not fall for him. So his second attempt is about to get in the air, and it's there, nothing but net. 5 points for Laster. The Lions continue to work it around. Number 32 takes a jumper. Robinson for 2 more.
15 points for Robinson tonight. He's played an outstanding game. And Bobby, they're up by 13 points, 31-18.
And 25 walks for Graceville, Josh Jackson.
Substitutions going in for Graceville are number 11, Keon Snell, and number 3, Willie Kirkland.
Kirkland coming back in with 6 points. He has 2 fouls. Snell in with 2 points, number 11. He has 1 foul.
They can't afford for Kirkland to get in foul trouble early, Bobby. He is their offense.
6:10 remaining in the half as we have another shot from Robinson for 2.
Was that a 3 or a 2? That was a 3.
I believe it was a 3.
3.
And a whistle.
Boy, Robinson, he's on it tonight. He may hit 40 points tonight.
So Pledger commits a foul.
That's Pledger's second foul.
So Graceville gets the toss in.
Kirkland, nice spin, moved, jump move down the lane for 2.
That puts his 8th point up. Graceville comes up with a turnover, and it's Mr. Kirkland. Passes off to number 1, shoots, misses, and the shortest guy on the court comes up with a rebound, number 3 for the Lions.
And it's saved by number 1. Great defense that time by Montrez Bullitt.
So Graceville's coach Eric Smith wants to take a timeout, 30 seconds, and try to get his guys back in action here. They're trailing by 14 points. 34-20 is our total right now at 5:28 remaining in the half.
And Bob, I can tell you a good reason they're trailing by 14 points. Number 32, Edward Robinson. Robinson has, let's see, 2, 4. That's 6. That's
16 points.
I think you're right.
All right, after this 30-second timeout, Graceville set to toss it in as Houston County sets up their defense.
21 points.
21, okay.
In the first half. And we have a lot of time left in this half.
Turnaround jumper, trying to do it all himself. It's not any good. And Houston County turnaround jumper misses from Robinson. And who followed up with that? 22?
That was Robinson.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to run out of space on my score sheet.
Whistle's going to be called. Foul goes against Houston.
It's 21. He has 21 now, Bob. I was
okay.
Miscounted.
Bolden picks up the foul. So at the line for Graceville will be Montrez Bullock. He's going to try to get into the scoring action here. Heads up. It's good. So he gets to take advantage of the bonus here by making that first free throw attempt. Heads up, rolls away, no good. Back on the attack comes Houston County with a 36-21 lead.
Oh, he missed. Unbelievable. He hasn't done much of that tonight. He hadn't missed very many, Bobby. And that time he missed an easy shot. It was so easy that he missed it.
And he made a foul right after it.
Yeah, and committed a foul. That's his first.
So Willie Kirkland will come to the line, 8 points on the night. What do you say he's averaging a game?
Well, I don't know what he's averaging, but he had 37 last night. And he's had 45 in one game, and he's had 48 in another. So he can have an off night and still average 30 points a game. We'll see if we can find that out, Bobby, during the break.
Okay, 9 points on the night for Kirkland. Oh, that's 11 points.
It's 9.
Is it? Okay.
9, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got one more attempt coming. It's up. And it's good. That gives him 10.
So the lead is 13, 36-23, 4:40 left in the second period. And who gets the rebound and puts it back? Number 32, Edward Robinson.
So Robinson trying to add to his total, and he does. Graceville working toward getting out of the hemmed up fast break. They go to the basket, shoot, miss, and then
Lester
comes up and takes the basket. An air ball, so Graceville gets the rebound.
Graceville's running and gunning. They missed the easy layup that time, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Graceville.
Yeah, the lead on Robinson was just too much for him to catch up with, so Graceville will get an opportunity to toss it in.
What Graceville need to do now, Bobby, just kind of slow the tempo down a little bit and try to cut this lead down to be within like 10 points going into halftime.
38-25 is the total.
And what Houston County's got to do is just keep doing what they're doing, because they've done most everything right tonight.
Kirkland.
Good pass. Oh,
misses.
no, and it goes out. That was a great feed from Kirkland, and they couldn't complete the play.
Nice hustle on both squads there with an opportunity to kick it in, but Houston County comes up on the better end of it. 3:37, clock continuing to run. 38-25. Foul called on 11. Keon Snell, his second. So your buddy's at the line, Mitt.
Well, he's been on fire tonight.
So he'll get the bonus. Both teams committing 8 fouls in this first half. And the second one's good.
If he plays half as good the second half as he did the first, he'll still have 35 points.
Kirkland all the way to the other end, dishes out to 15, who shoots, misses, an air ball. And the Lions going to go to the basket with number 22, Henderson, putting it in for 2.
You know, we were talking just a minute ago, Bobby, how they needed to cut that lead down, make a run here late in the first half and try to cut the lead down to 8-10 points. But the opposite has happened. They're up to a 18-point lead, 42-25. 17-point lead.
Yeah.
17-point lead.
We'll get our adding and subtracting out of the way. So this full timeout that Coach Smith has called for, you know, his guys are doing okay. They're working the fast break there, but they're trying to work in the offense. They just want a fast break down and try to put it up. And some of these shots are ill-advised, and they're just not falling for them.
Right, they've missed quite a few layups on the fast breaks, and if they could have made probably half of the ones they missed, this score would be a lot closer. And when they miss, it gives Houston County an opportunity to get the ball down the court, because once they get their hands on the ball, they're zipping down the court, and they're up and scoring.
And it's almost like they're in a panic mode to try to catch up here before the half. You'd think it's the end of the game instead of toward the end of the half.
Well, they need to shave some points off this lead going into halftime. They need to take the momentum into halftime with them, because right now everything is going Houston County's way.
So number 2 takes the inbound pass, and they work it across to get it to midcourt. A three-point shot from number 3. He's in and out. Great rebound by 51 for Graceville, and that's Tissy Robinson, and a key 2-point basket on that one.
They needed that one, because they are, right now, they are climbing uphill, and they have a long way to go.
Number 12 shoots a 3. It's short. Kirkland gets the rebound, and he's going coast to coast and puts it in for 2.
You call that one, Bobby. You knew what he was going to do with it. And scoring as many points as he scores, he's got to know what to do with it.
And number 2 puts it in. Laster for 2 more.
So that was a quick 4-point turnaround. They're only down by 11 points, Bobby. Just a minute ago, they were down 17 points. They've cut 6 points off of that lead just like that.
And that's only in like maybe a minute off the clock.
And, you know, we talked about how they needed to trim some points off of that lead going into halftime and get some momentum going into halftime. And if they keep this up, they'll have the momentum they need going into the half.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Both, of course, if there's a foul on either end, it's a bonus situation. Both teams committing 8 fouls here in this first half. 2:22 remaining. And Graceville's job is clear. They need to score as many points as they can to trim off this 11-point deficit. And Houston County just needs to continue what they're doing with the press and making those baskets to keep the lead.
And you know what? They've got to try to keep the momentum. And right now they're losing it. And Graceville's doing a good job, Bobby. They're on a run right now. But that was an ill-advised shot like we talked about earlier.
Yep.
He should have pulled it back out and set it up until he could get some help under the basket.
Number 3 takes it in for Houston County. Pledger for 2.
That was a nice left-handed layup by Pledger. And a steal. I tell you, one bad play leads to another bad play. That bad play led to that play.
Yep. And it had to do the deliberate foul. So Robinson picks up his second foul, and at the line will be 22 to shoot a pair. And that's Tristan Henderson. First one's up, and it's no good.
Henderson has 9 points.
He's got his second shot coming. It's up. It's good.
So he's 2 of 3 from the line for a total of 10 points. Minute 40, they're back up to a 14-point lead. They had cut the lead down to 11. Kirkland to the basket. They need to just get the ball in Kirkland's hand, Bobby, because he definitely knows what to do with it. And a turnover.
All right, Graceville with that turnover, it comes back. Instead of going to the basket this time, they set it up. Kirkland looking, he shoots.
It's there, count it.
It's
a
3.
3.
It's a 2.
2. Willie Kirkland is starting to warm up now. That lead down to 10, Bobby. They're right where they need to be going into half.
Nice spin move to the basket by 22, but would not sink for him. So Graceville alertly pulls up instead of going to the basket. And a foul is going to be called on 22 for Houston County. Tristan Henderson, his second.
Foul on number 22, Tristan Henderson. 19 foul.
And Bobby, they were up by 17 points with probably 3 minutes left in the half. And now they've cut it down to 10, and they can get inside of 10 if Lassiter makes his free throws.
So at the line will be number 2, J.J. Lassiter. 9 points on the night, 1 for 2 in free throw territory. Put the shot in the air, nice arch, and it's an air ball. He misses.
Misses bad. Well, you got to take advantage of opportunities like that, and he blew an opportunity that time. He probably was a little nervous, but in a game like this, you have to have nerves of steel. And they steal the ball. It goes to number 1. That's Bullock. And it's within 10. They're down to an 8-point lead. 30 seconds left in the half.
Henderson toward the basket. Nice flip up and gets his own rebound. And the foul's going to go against Andre Jordan. No. Bullock.
That was a great effort that time by number 22, Tristan Henderson. He missed his first shot. He got his rebound, put it back up, and he was fouled. And you have to just keep pounding at it, Bobby, and good things happen when you do that.
He is 2 for 3 for the line. It's up. And it bounces off and is no good. Bolden comes to the bench, and Jordan comes in. He misses the second one. Graceville gets the rebound. Number 2 shoots for a 3. It's short. And Houston County comes up with it. Henderson. Oh, excuse me, that was Robinson. And he's going to wind up with the basket after dishing it off to a teammate. Comes back for a 2-pointer. So that's going to bring us to the end of the first half of play. And what a first half it's been, with 84 points being scored here between these two squads. It's a 10-point lead, 47-37. Your comments, Ben.
And it's been a great game, but the Houston County Lions are very prepared. They're very well coached. I am very impressed with Coach Emmanuel Brown and his staff on how well they prepare their players for this tournament, because last night they were just outstanding. Tonight they came in and they took over the game early and has controlled the entire game. So they have a good game plan. They've executed very well, and I expect them to try to do the same thing in the second half. But if you look at the Tigers of Graceville, they've come out and they've done a good job. They started off slow and they had fallen behind by 17 points. But like we said, you know, if they could cut it down to within 10, 12 points or 10 points or less going into halftime, they're in a good position. And that's exactly what they did. And so they're in a good position to get back into this game in the second half.
Well, let's see. We hadn't figured out this scoring sheet yet, so I did.
Total points right there.
Okay, total points. I was looking at.
Okay, let's just look here. Kirkland has 16 points. And let's go down and look at number 32, Robinson. He has 26 points in the first half. 26 points.
Wow. And then it's followed up by a 10-point effort from Tristan Henderson. And the second leading scorer for Graceville is only 9 points, and that's from J.J. Laster.
So it's been an exciting first half, and I expect the second half will be even more exciting than the first.
Well, we're probably going to see that full court pressure continue from Houston County, but Graceville may want to do some of that themselves and see what happens. So we're going to take this break and catch our breath, and we got more basketball action for you from the Dothan Civic Center with the Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic continuing. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, back to the Dothan Civic Center for the third period of play, and this is Houston County and Graceville going at it. Houston County with a 10-point lead. Mitt, your comments from the first half.
Well, let me recap the scoring. At the end of one, it was Graceville 17, Houston County 24 and a half. Second quarter, halftime score is 47 to 37. It's a 10-point lead, and I'll tell you what, it's really been a exciting game, real fast pace. Both teams are running teams, and we're talking about scoring. Robinson had 26 in the first half. Edward Robinson had 26 in the first half, number 32 for Houston County, and Willie Kirkland had 16 to lead scores on the Graceville Tiger team.
All right, the ball is tossed in. Houston County gets the first crack at offense. And they try to go inside right off the bat to 22, and it's an easy basket for Henderson as he continues with his point total.
Henderson had 10 points in the first half, so that'll be 12 for Henderson.
Graceville looking to shoot for a three, and it's off the mark. 51 gets a rebound, puts it in. That is Tissy Robinson, and that's his 6th point.
And they need to make sure they can keep up with them. But there's a basket right there by number 12 for Graceville.
That was
Desmond Green.
Yep.
And they steal the ball, but they couldn't get it in. And they turn it right back over behind the back pass, which
still couldn't put it in.
Was ill-advised. But Kirkland has the ball, and he's taking it down. He passes it off to number 51, 51, Robinson, and it's good. Good teamwork that time.
But just trading baskets won't do it. They've got to pick up the pace, and an offensive foul is going to go against 32.
Robinson, that's his 2nd foul of the game.
So number 11 for Graceville comes in, Keon Snell. As 43 comes to the bench, that's Terrence White.
And he waited on that one, Bobby. He read his eyes, and he picked it off. That was Robinson with the steal.
So Houston County back with the ball on offense. From the corner for three is short, no good. 51, Robinson gets the rebound. And they turn it over again.
I think the ball will remain Graceville's ball. I think it was off of a Houston County player.
So it's going to go to Graceville, as they said it was tipped last by a Lion player.
They still have that press on, Bobby, and it's causing a lot of problems for Graceville. We'll see if they try to get the ball in Kirkland's hand. And they do. He drives the baseline, pulls up, shoots. No good. Rebound goes to number 22, Henderson. He spins, and he spins, and he spins, and he spins a little too much.
And he travels.
He never stops spinning.
So it's a little bit of a sloppy play here at 6:02. It's 51-41. Houston County still leading. Kirkland trying to get it all done. Dishes it off to teammate, number 11, banks it off, no good. Keep playing, and number 22 comes up with the 32. Robinson comes up with the rebound.
And I think we're going to have a foul, a blocking foul called.
A lot of players hit the floor on that one. Number 2, Laster.
That's his 3rd.
So Robinson comes to the line, and he's got mega points.
No, it's not a shooting foul.
Oh, it's not.
He wasn't in the act of shooting. So they'll get the ball out of bounds.
He was working on it, though. He
Yeah.
had 1 or 2 more steps.
That time he had nowhere to go, and he tried to force it.
So alertly, Graceville pulls this one up.
Kirkland for 3, and it's good. Willie Kirkland.
Kirkland puts a 3 in. Shorts it and shortens it to an 8-point deficit.
And they turn the ball over. And we have a jump ball, and I'm not sure who will get it. I don't see the error. It stays with Graceville.
Okay. All right, Graceville takes the toss in as the official kind of works on the coach for just a second.
Bobby's down to a 7-point lead, 51-44. They were trailing by 17 points with about 3 minutes left in the first half. Kirkland rebounds it. He gets it, drives it to the basket. It's good.
He muscles that one in there. Now it's a 5-point deficit. And a whistle. .51 gets the foul.
It's going to be the third one on Robinson.
Foul on number 51,
Tissy Robinson.
So Laster and Robinson both have 3 fouls apiece.
At the line, number 1, Andre Jordan.
So Jordan, with 2 points on the night, makes his first trip to the free throw line. First attempt is up, and it falls away. No good.
Bob, it's a 5-point game, 51-46.
Second attempt coming for Jordan. He makes it.
Back up to a 6-point lead, 52-46. They in the press. Kirkland saves it.
Oh, and a foul's going to be called on 22, Henderson.
That's his third.
Henderson. Second team foul.
Bob, I imagine here in the second half you will see them get the ball in Kirkland's hand more.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that's what they're working to do. And he puts it up and in.
Well, if they get it to him,
It's just about going in.
it's almost guaranteed.
Having to get a reach-in foul from number 11.
Keon Smith, that's his third.
That's his third foul on Snell.
Foul on number 11, Keon Snell. Third team foul.
So 11 comes out, Snell. So Houston County will be tossing this one in with 4:18 left in the third. Houston County slowing it down just a bit.
It's a 4-point game, Bobby, 52-48. Henderson.
How about
Robinson.
Robinson gets into the scoring again.
Robinson has just played an outstanding game tonight.
Was that a 2 or a 3 for Robinson? I think it was a 3, wasn't it, that he just made?
Was it a 3?
Yeah. And number 12, Green commits his third. So it's back to a 7-point lead. So 44 gets the foul.
Kirkland is taking it to him, Bobby.
Yeah.
It really is.
So Kirkland will come to the line to shoot a couple as the foul goes against Montavious Collins. It'll be his first and the 4th team foul.
23 points for Kirkland.
He makes the first one. All right, number 33 comes into the game. That is Rick Yeager for Graceville. This will be his first efforts at the contest tonight, and he's a freshman. Makes them both.
Kirkland's 4 of 4 from the line. And Graceville presses, and they force a turnover.
So the freshman comes up with that steal, 33, coming into the game. 43 shoots a 3. It's off the mark.
And that time Robinson lost the handle on it, and it goes to Graceville, and they travel, so it'll go back to Houston County.
His foot hit the baseline. I almost pulled a technical there when he slammed the ball on the floor. They warned him.
326, 55-50. Houston County leading Graceville.
All the way out to number 3, Pledger. Houston County continues to work it around. 3 takes a 3, misses, gets his own rebound, shoots again, misses, and it's off of number 33, Rick Yeager.
Good hustle that time by the Lions of Houston County. I keep wanting to say Columbia. They are out of Columbia, but great hustle that time, keeping that ball alive, and it was off a Graceville player.
Robinson for three, misses. And Graceville gets the rebound.
He never did control that one, and he's lucky to get that one back.
Yes, 44 draws the foul. That'll be Collins second.
Montavious Collins called for the foul. Taking it out for Graceville, number 2, Levert Bristol. Shot no good. But there with the rebound is Kirkland.
44 picks up another foul. That's Collins' third. 2:56 left in the third. As this one is a wild one.
It has been, Bobby. Houston County was up by 17 points with about 3 minutes left in the first half, and Graceville was able to cut that lead to 10 by halftime.
And Graceville continues to try to come up with it to fall and unable to do it.
Good offensive rebounding, Bobby. They have beaten them on the offensive board, and that time number 51, Tissy Robinson, puts it up. Great offensive rebounding by the Graceville Tigers. Bobby, they have cut that lead down to 3 points.
And Coach Eric Smith, he's over there talking to his Graceville Tigers, and also Emmanuel Brown is talking to his Lions about losing a 17-point lead and only ahead by 3 here with 2:35 to go in the third. We've got a whole period to go.
And Bobby, we talked about, you saw late in the first half how the momentum started to swing in Graceville's direction. They took that momentum in at halftime, and they brought it out on the floor of the third period. Now they've cut a 17-point lead down to 10 points. Now they've cut that 10-point lead down to 3 points here in the closing minutes of the third period.
And another point we can make here is Houston County has committed 6 fouls thus far and only 3 for Graceville. So that's going to have a big point to play in the last 8 minutes and, actually 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
What Houston County's got to do, Bobby, they got to go back to the things they did very well in the first half. Let's get the ball in the hands of your playmaker, Edward Robinson.
So Robinson, instead of going to shoot, he comes in, drives toward the baseline, gives it to 22 Henderson. It's blocked.
Well, they're going to call a foul on Kirkland. That's going to be his third one. That is a big foul there, Bobby. That is a big foul.
So that's 3 players with 3 fouls by Graceville. Laster, Kirkland, and Snell. And also Robinson with 3. So they've got 4 players with 3 fouls.
Henderson's at the line. He's 2 of 4.
Makes that one.
Make 3 of 5.
.220 left in the third period. And it's another point for Houston County, 57-52.
So they're back on top by 5 with a little over 2 minutes left. And a blocking foul. I tell you what, Kirkland has stepped his game up here in the second half, Bobby.
And Henderson has just committed his 4th foul. So coming to the line will be Mr. Kirkland.
And that could mean trouble for the Lions of Houston County. Henderson has been a big contributor to this team tonight.
Trailing by 5. Kirkland shooting, and he misses it. So the Lions come up with the rebound.
Lions still leading by 5 points. 2 minutes left in the third period.
Henderson puts it up for 2.
Yeah, Kirkland couldn't do anything, Bobby. He didn't want to pick up that 4th foul. Good body control and move, and it rolls out on Kirkland. Henderson again, and he spins, and they're going to call for offensive foul, and that's going to be that's going to do it for
on top of that.
That's going to do it for Henderson, Bobby. He was out of control that time. And that's, by my calculation, that's his 5th foul.
Tristan Henderson.
So actually, he's got 6 fouls.
Well, he's going to be sitting down the rest of this game. That doesn't help your team, Bobby.
No.
At the line, Graceville, number 3, Willie.
At the line,
Kirkland comes to the line to shoot.
Kirkland has 25 points.
A minute 44 remaining. It's 59-52, 7-point Houston County lead. Make it 6 as Kirkland puts in one.
He's 5 or 6 from the line.
Right. He's got his other shot coming as he made the front end of the bonus. And he misses the second.
But they will maintain possession because of the technical foul. Very costly foul, Bobby, but they're still up by 6 points. 1:44 left in the third.
(59-53), a minute 44 remaining in the third. A lot of basketball action left here as Houston County almost comes up with a
That was a great play by Montavious Collins.
Graceville takes the toss in, and it's a steal by number 3 to the basket, and he makes it. Pledger makes the basket and draws the foul.
That was a great effort that time. That pressure defense caused that turnover, Bobby, because they almost stole it on the play on the inbound pass before, and that time they were successful.
So number 3 will try to make this a 3-point play, and he does not. So Graceville tries to get it across midcourt, and they do. Gives it to Mr. Kirkland, and he's fouled from behind by 44.
No, they're going to call offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
And that's 4 fouls on Kirkland. And the Graceville fans are not very happy about that. They're going to take him out of the game. And they travel. Turn it right back over to Graceville. So it's back up to a 8-point lead, Bobby.
Minute 20, a lot of action is taking place here in the last couple of minutes. And Houston County's holding on to their composure. They're still up by 8.
Right now, advantage is definitely Houston County with Kirkland being out of the game. It takes away a lot of Graceville firepower. 3 seconds.
So another turnover. Another turnover by Graceville.
I think he want to keep Kirkland out the rest of the period. What he's hoping that they won't allow him to score again this quarter. Don't let him get any more points on him.
So the Lions try to toss this in.
They had cut the lead down to 3 points, Bobby, but they haven't been able to get it any less. And there's the man with the plan, number 32, Robinson, and he's been doing that all night long.
So a full timeout is called with 49.2 seconds left in this third, and it's back to a 10-point Houston County line lead. And the timeout is going to be charged against Graceville.
I have 31 points unofficially for Robinson.
And let's see, Kirkland with 4 fouls has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23, 27. Unofficially, Willie Kirkland with 27 for Graceville. He's on the bench. and Robinson with 10 points. J.J. Lassiter with 3 fouls, and he's got 9 points. Bullock with 3 points for Graceville, number 1, and then Terrence White, number 43, has 3 points.
And Bobby, if we have to talk about anything right now the momentum has swung back in the direction of Houston County going here in the closing minute of the third period.
So the Graceville Tigers will be tossing it in, trying to get it across midcourt.
Graceville definitely needs to have something good to happen on this possession.
So Graceville trying to see what they can do with it. Number 11 drives the baseline, comes out to put it in, and it does not fall for him. And another 3-second violation goes against the men in black from Graceville.
The coach is going to take his chances. He's going to live or die by number 3, Willie Kirkland. He can't do him any good on the bench, so he want to get him back in there to get some leadership back on the court before this quarter ends.
So here's Houston County to the basket was number 24. And we're going to get a reach-in foul from number 2 for Graceville. That's going to be Laster. He's going to pick up his 4th. Yep, that'll be his 4th.
Foul by number 2, J.J. Laster, 7th foul.
So we talked a little bit earlier, Mitt, about Graceville. They've got 2 players with 4 fouls, and that's Laster and Kirkland, and they have 2 players, Snell with 3 and Robinson with 3. 32. Robinson puts it up and in.
He's got his number tonight, Bobby, 32 points. He's number 32, and he's put in 32 points.
Still has another coming. Just under 10 seconds remaining in this third period.
Make it 33 points.
So Graceville trying to get it across midcourt, and they do. Kirkland comes up, shoots, it's off the mark. And the buzzer goes off, and there's no shot, no points on that one. That's going to bring us to the end of the third period, and Houston County holding on. They held off a rally by Graceville, and now are back up by what? What is that?
I think they're going to add some time back on the clock. Is that right? Okay. Something's going on. Okay, yeah, we're getting ready for the fourth period. So
that brought us to the end of the third. So we're going to take a timeout here. The score, 65-53. It's Houston County over Graceville. The stage is set here at the Dothan Civic Center for this fourth and final period of what's probably been one of the hottest games of the tournament thus far. And it's between the Tigers of Graceville and the Lions of Houston County out of Columbia. And the Lions have the best of it.
Yes, Bobby, they had a 17-point lead early in the game with about 3 minutes left in the first half, and Graceville cut it down to 10 going into halftime. And midway through the third period, they had cut that lead down to 3 points, but now it's back up to 12 points and make it 13. It's a 6-6, 53 lead.
That's Pledger's 7th point on the game tonight. He's got another shot coming. 7:54. We're just underway in the final period of play. He sinks them both.
So it's back up to a 14-point lead.
So Kirkland gets it across, and we get a 3-point effort from number 43, Terrence White.
And that's White's second three, and they needed a three then, Bobby. They were falling behind. Nice move by number 3. That's Dominique Pleasure.
For another 2 points.
Kirkland shoots, misses, rebound to Robinson.
69-56. It goes in and out on 32 Robinson, and they get it to Kirkland, and he pulls it up. Tosses off to teammate to the corner. 15 shoots for a three. It's no good.
Foul is on number 11, Keon Snell, and it's going to be his fourth.
So they have 3 players in 4 fouls.
Foul number 11, Keon Snell. At the line, number 32,
It's 1 and 1.
Edward Robinson.
Robinson has 33 points.
19 foul.
6:56 remaining. As Edward Robinson at the line, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. So he'll only get that one. And it falls away no good.
Kirkland with the acrobatic move. It didn't go in. The rebound goes to number 44, Montavious Collins.
So it will not fall for him as the Lions go back on offense. And 43 knocks it away.
Bobby, I'll tell you what, Graceville's going to have to do. They're going to have to go on a quick run here and score about 6 or 8 points, unanswered points, in order to get back into this game, because they can't exchange baskets with Houston County. They never get back in this game, and that's what they're doing right now.
Jordan puts it in for 2. And we have a whistle. So Kirkland will come to the line to shoot a couple.
Bobby, I've been impressed with Kirkland's abilities, not just his shooting abilities, but his ability to control his body. He has real good body control.
So Desmond Green picks up his 4th for Houston County.
He's been missing them from the foul line here lately. Missed his last 2.
He's missed 3 of 8. (71-56). Kirkland has the next shot coming. It's in the air and it's good.
So it's a 14-point lead. Count it. That's the 8th grader with his first 3 of the, well, his second 3 of the game, Bolden.
Kirkland misses, and we're going to have a foul called against. We'll see what the number is going to be.
Bobby, they back up to a 17-point lead. 74-57.
That'll be his 5th.
Line number 32, Edward Robinson.
So Snell is out.
Robinson has 33 points in the game. He had 26 at halftime.
As number 11 comes out, we got 53 and 15 coming back in for Graceville. That is Darnell Laster and Terrence White. (32) makes it.
33 points.
He's got the other end of the bonus coming. 75-57 is our total. Make it 76-57.
Make it 34. Sound like we're playing bingo, Bobby.
They throw it up and finally do come up with it. As number 3 steps back. 51 is going to be blocked by 44, and that'll be Collins' 4th. So 51 comes to the line. Robinson, he is 0 for 2 from the line.
Kirkland's at the line. He's missed 2 of his last 3 attempts from the foul line.
This is Robinson, 51.
Oh, sorry. 51. He misses.
And he's 0 for 3 from the line. Got another shot coming. It's up, and he gets the roll. This one falls for him. 76-58. As Houston County works it around, they're not in a hurry to make a shot. Just over 5.5 minutes, just under 5.5 minutes left. Now Robinson with the ball. He's being hemmed up in the corner. And Graceville comes up with a steal. That's 51 to the basket and cannot make it fall. But Houston County knows how. Number 3, Pledger puts it in for 2 more.
Houston County is just taking control of this game again, Bobby. They almost lost control of it, but they are totally in control. Kirkland for 2 more.
78-60.
It's going to be White's ball, Black's ball. It's an 18-point lead, 78-60, 4:34 left in the fourth. The team that wins this game will advance to the championship game. And they will be
play Slocum.
Slocum, yes.
Substitution comes in for Graceville. Lassiter comes out. 25 comes in, Josh Jackson. 43 from the corner.
It's a 3.
That's his 3rd 3.
Terrence White with 9 points, all coming from behind the 3-point line. But by the time you blink your eye, Jordan was down court laying the ball in for 2 more points for Houston County.
And they going to. So a technical is going to be called on the coach for Graceville.
17-point lead, 80-63. This is one of the high-scoring games we've seen in a while, Bobby. I like high-scoring games myself.
I was watching one of the pro games on TV the other night, and between the two, they scored right at 300 points because there was a quadruple overtime.
Yeah.
Stephen probably knows what game it was. All right, here's 24 at the line. Bolden. First one is up, and
that's his second one. He makes both of them.
Oh, he makes them both? Okay.
Yes. But I like the old-fashioned shootouts. I like shoot-em-ups. You know, I like to see the nets like they're on fire, flaming. This has been a good game, really good game. Graceville's behind, and it looks like a bar of miracle that the Lions of Houston County High will win this one, but it's been a good game, and Houston County deserves it. They have come out and they played really well the entire tournament.
All right, here's the jostling for position as Houston County tosses it in. 24 shoots an air ball. Number 3 gets the rebound and puts it in for 2. That's Pledger.
Bobby, you would think these guys were trailing the way they're out playing. And he traveled, number 51, Tissy Robinson, picked up his pivot foot, so they turn it back over to Houston County. He almost comes up with the steal, Robinson.
All right, the white team of Houston County Lions will be tossing it in. 3:53 remaining.
They're up by 21 points. But that man there, that gentleman there, Edward Robinson, has had an outstanding game, Bobby. An unbelievable game. Kirkland takes it, lays it up and in.
Goal by number 3, Willie Kirkland.
And a steal. And a save to Kirkland. He takes it, he passes it off.
And we have a whistle.
Yeah, we had a whistle on that one.
Foul on number 32.
36 points is what I have for Edward Robinson.
It'd take me 5 minutes to add them up the way I've scribbled them across this page.
I have 36.
Graceville, number 3, Willie Kirkland.
It's almost as bad for Kirkland, but I don't think he totaled up as many. Up in the air, it's good. He's 7 for 10. Eight for 11. 86-67.
And another basket by Edward Robinson. I think he could just bounce it off his head, Bobby, and go in tonight. That's the kind of game he's having. That was a foul on that play by number 44.
That'll be his 5th.
Yeah.
So he gets to shoot 3. So White will shoot, have an opportunity to shoot 3 shots here. So Octavius Collins fouls out. As 43 is at the line, Terrence White. He's going to try to make a 3 the hard way, but he doesn't do it as he misses the first of 3.
All of White's points tonight, he has 9 points. All of them have come from behind the 3-point line.
Second one's up, and he misses it.
He's not looking it in, Bobby. When you're at the free throw, you've got to look the ball in to make your free throws, and a lot of players don't do that. That time he got a good look at it, and he put it in.
Easy 3-point shot given up, and they take a
20-point lead, 88-68.
2:51 left.
Kirkland with the ball. Body control, he misses, he gets his own rebound, puts it back.
Let's see who the foul is going to pick up on.
That's going to be on
his 3rd unofficially.
At the line, number 3, Willie Kirkland.
Pledger now has 3. Green has 4. Robinson has 3. Left for Houston County. As Kirkland makes another. It's up, in and out as he makes 1 of 2.
.35, Kirkland's got 35 points, Bobby. Make that 37.
Graceville gets another.
Kirkland's going for 40.
And he draws a foul. If that's against Green, that'll be 5 on him. No, it goes on number 1, Jordan.
At the line of Graceville, number 3, Willie Kirkland.
88-71, 2:23 left.
He could go over 40 tonight, Bobby. We may have 2 players over 40 tonight, which would be just incredible.
Second shot's up, and it's good. 88-73. as Houston County comes to the basket. 32 puts it in for 2 more.
Like I say, Bobby, we're going to have 2 40-point scorers tonight.
And Houston County calls a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout with 2:15 remaining. It's 90-73 as far as the total is concerned.
And, Bobby, we were talking about 2 40-point scores. And Robinson has 41, and Kirkland has 38. Unbelievable individual performances by these gentlemen out on the floor tonight.
About that, it's a great effort. Of course, the difference in the game is, I think, the press that Houston County started from the beginning, and they've pretty well kept it intact throughout the entire contest, and they're sailing comfortably here with a 90-73 lead.
Yes, you know, from the very beginning, from the opening tip-off, Bobby, they have been in that press, and they've done an excellent job. They forced a lot of turnovers. As we speak, another turnover. But they turn it right back over to Graceville. We'll see if we can get Kirkland 40 points tonight.
43 shoots a 3, and he makes
That's
it.
a 3 by
Terrence White.
And White has 4 threes. A steal inbound pass. They're going to give it to Kirkland. This will put him over 40.
And he traveled.
He would have had 41 if he had made that one.
90-76, a minute 41 remaining.
This is a rare sight, Bobby. Very rarely do you see 2 teams with players scoring 40 points. That's a rare sight. That's like Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant shootout or something. Incredible.
So that foul is on Darnell Laster. So number 3 will be at the line. And that is Pledger with 6, 12, 14 points, 2 for 2 from the line. And he missed that one. 35, Bentrell Thomas comes in for Graceville. Second attempt is about to come up. It's also no good.
Kirkland gets the rebound, and he's fouled, and he's going to be going to the line to shoot 1-and-1, Bobby. So if he makes both of these, it'll be 40 points for him. He's currently has 38 points.
So Pledger commits his 4th.
At the line for Graceville, number 3, Willie Kirkland.
So let's see what Kirkland can do. If he can make all 3, he'll have 41 points. Or is he shooting 1-and-1?
I think he's shooting 1-and-1, I believe. That's 39 points. If he makes this one, it'll put him at 40. He misses, and the rebound goes to Robinson, who already has 41 points.
A minute 24. As the Lions continue to work the ball on their end of the court.
They're going to try to run the clock out, Bobby. I know Kirkland want to get his hand on it one more time. To try to get another basket.
59.2 seconds left.
At the line is number 24. That's Andrew Bolden. He has 8 points tonight. He has a couple of threes. Last night he had 17 points, and I think 5 of the 5 were 3-pointers.
I think you're right. First one's up. It's good.
And the amazing thing about Bolden, he's an 8th grader. I keep saying that, but it's pretty amazing to me.
Well, they got a 7th grader on the program as well. He makes them both.
So we'll see if they try to get the ball in Kirkland's hands, and if they can get it in his hands, if he scores, it will put him over 40 points.
43 shoots a three.
And it's good, and he's fouled. You know, that is his 5th three-pointer of the night, Bobby. All of his points, except for one, have come from behind the three-point line. He has a total of 16 points.
Foul number 3, Dominic Pleasure.
5 on Pledger.
At the line number 43, Terrence White.
So they're trying, the officials are trying to straighten things out here as the foul is on number 3, and unofficially that's his 5th foul.
Yeah, he's coming out of the game.
Hey, the coach from Houston County says on number 1. So Jordan picks up his 4th. Only semantics at this point. 48.2 left. 43 makes it.
And it's good by Bolden. He's getting open down there, Bobby.
He's just standing under the basket.
That's a good place to be. If you want the ball under the basket.
Foul number 43, Terrence White. At the line number 24, Andrew Bolden.
So Bolden gets to put one in to make a 3-point play out of it. It's up, and it's no good.
And Kirkland was fouled, so he's going to the line. And if he can make one of these free throws, Bobby, it will put him over 40 points.
So Kirkland has 39 points. Trying to make him 40 here. It's up.
And it's good, and it's 40. If he makes this one, it will be 41.
In and out. Rebounded by Robinson.
Bobby, this is a 12-point game. I didn't realize they had cut that lead down. You know, they were trailing by 20 points, but right now, 12 points is a lot of points to get in 30 seconds. Not saying it's impossible, but it's very unlikely.
Foul number 15, Darnell Laster.
And look who's at the line.
32, Edward Robinson.
So Robinson will have an opportunity to.
He has 41 points. Make it 42.
Number 30 comes in the game. That's the Demond Warren for Houston County. So Robinson
make it
makes both.
43 points. Let's see if Kirkland can tie him. Kirkland has 40.
He loses it. And number 30 puts it in for 2. Warren as he comes in the game.
That's Warren's first basket. 4-3, missed. Kirkland rebounds, puts it up off the glass. It's good. So Kirkland winds up with 42 points. And Robinson ends up with 43 points. Unbelievable. 98 points. They only needed 2 more points to score 100. This is one of the highest scoring games we've seen in this area in a while, but it was an outstanding game by both teams, and you've got to take your hats off to both coaches. They did a very good job, and we've got to talk about the Houston County team. They have just been explosive this whole tournament, Bobby, and it's because they've come out and they have played defense.
Yes, they have.
Defense has been the main difference. And you've had outstanding play by players such as Robinson and Henderson and Pledger. It's been outstanding. It's been an outstanding game tonight.
All right, man, I'm gonna come up here and highlight this thing here for total points, and then we'll recap this scoring right quick for you.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to recap the scoring by quarters. After one, the score was Houston County 24-17. They led the entire game. At halftime, they had cut the lead. And at halftime, it was a 47-37 lead by the Houston County Lions. Third quarter, it was a 65-53 lead at the end of 3, and the final score 98-84.
Wow, just what a game this was, just outstanding. For the losing effort for the Graceville Tigers, of course, we can't say enough about Willie Kirkland with 42 points tonight. Putting in 17 was 43 Terrence White, 11 Tissy Robinson. Finishing with 9 points was J.J. Lassiter. 3 points for Bullock, and 2 points was Keon Snell for their 84-point total. For the Lions of Houston County, they're just 2 points away from the century mark, and their big gun tonight was Edward Robinson, finishing with 43 points. With 16 points was Tristan Henderson. With 14 points, Dominique Pledger. 12 points was Andrew Bolden. 7 points for Andre Jordan. 2 points for Desmond Green. 2 points for Demond Warren. And 2 points for Montavious Collins to round out the 98-point total.
And Bobby, here's another note to mention. We talked about Edward Robinson's 26 points in the first half, which was just absolutely outstanding. He winds up with 43 points. 43 points. That is just an outstanding performance by any player.
All right, in the first half, Houston County was 4 for 8 in the three-point range, with 1 for 6 for Graceville. And in the second, Graceville was 5 for 13, and Houston County was 2 for 7 in that three-point territory. So overall, it's just a great ball game, and Houston County advances to the final, the championship game. They'll play Slocum on Friday night. The consolation game will be between Graceville and Geneva, which ought to be a pretty good consolation game as well.
It should be. It should be 2 really good games tomorrow night, and I expect both teams to show up. I expect them to show up. And right now, if you got to give the edge to a team right now, I would say Houston County has the edge, because they have just come into this tournament like a whirlwind, and they have just played outstanding defense. They've been tenacious on offense, and they've just had an outstanding series so far in this tournament.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for the Dothan Civic Center and this Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. So we've got the consolation and the championship game for you the next go-around here, as we will wrap up this first annual tournament at the Dothan Civic Center. So for our cameraman, Stephen Short, for Mick Kirkland, I'm Bobby Price saying good night. See you on your local origination channel.